And as strikes continue in the Middle East, the bigger question of the United States' involvement comes into question.
Yeah, North Carolina's congressional lawmakers could have a say on how long this thing could last. Our Sarah Sauer joins us now after speaking with the U.S. District 6 candidates running to represent North Carolina in November. Sarah, what did you learn today?
John, I heard from both incumbent Addison McDowell and his Democratic challenger Cyril Jefferson about their thoughts on Iran. With these strikes continuing, a couple of questions arise, including how Congress should get involved in that American military presence in the Middle East, and also the question of how confident these lawmakers are in the administration's current actions.
It's incredibly clear to me that the president had no choice because, one, Iran cannot have nuclear weapons, and two, an attack on our service members in that region was imminent. And so the president had the decision to make of, do we want to go first or do we want to wait to get punched? And so I think that he made the right call. And Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon, but they also cannot continue to accumulate missiles that they're going to use on military bases of ours in that region.
Right now, the administration has not given us a very clear reason for why they initiated this war. And if we don't have a clear reason for why we begun it, then that means we don't have a clear strategy or plan for how we will end it. It's clear that the American public does not want forever foreign wars. We don't want to get into foreign entanglements that are not America's business. We don't want to see American lives lost or spend trillions of dollars funding the military machine or war machine, as it might be called. We want to ensure that government is working for American people, and that when we show up in other places around the world, that we are that shining light that is symbolic of what democracy is supposed to be.
And the two are expected to face off in November's general election for that U.S. House seat, putting North Carolina on the national stage. Live in Winston-Salem, Sarah Sauers, WXII 12 News.